and talking how Chris talks. And I was like, nah, dude, come get in front of the camera so they know that it wasn't me speaking like you're speaking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting canceled before I even get my social media following started, you know? Like, I know that I got a hood name, but that don't give me the, you know what I mean? You know, Chris don't care, but he's not who I'm worried about. It's the internet.
That motherfucker be saying the funniest shit up in here.
Yeah, he does. All right, so we'll see how YouTube turns out. 36 seconds so far. So far, so good. The camera's much better on YouTube because it doesn't wash out the exposure. I think it's because my camera on my phone is an HDR camera and TikTok doesn't let you take HDR video. Boop. Oh yeah. That was a wee bit heavier. Like 50 pounds. Oh. You know, one of my favorite things about this gym is that you can hear the weights clanking and jangling. Yeah. Huh? Well, I'm saying like Planet Fitness doesn't even have weights that will jingle. They're coated in rubber.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And most of their 45-pound plates are like 39 pounds.
And I looked around in the gym. They're like, you can tour the gym real quick. And I looked around. It wasn't like a single like free weight bench.
Yeah.
They were all just like Smith machines and stuff. I was like, yeah, bro.
Well, I love a Smith machine. I just don't like Planet Fitness Smith machine because you can throw the bar up and wait for it. There it is, you know. There's no resistance on it whatsoever. Or the weight, there's no weight on it, I guess. 20 pounds, 25 pounds, something.
What's the deal with free weights and like striations and stuff like that? Because I've been hearing
Free weights and striations?
Yeah, like Jace was like, oh man, you should do free weights whenever you're cutting because it helps with the striations.
Jace is also one of my clients, and I haven't changed his split yet, so he doesn't really know what he's talking about. He's 18.
Yeah.
Striations is going to come from muscle maturity. It's also going to come from like, like the accrual of lean tissue. So like the bigger your muscle gets and the more mature those muscle fibers get, and the denser they get, the more muscle striations you're gonna see. But mostly it's when you lean down, like, everybody's got muscles that you can see striations with. If you pull enough water and enough fat out of someone's body, like, you can see striations in somebody that's not even muscular. So, honestly, if I was to train differently, like if for sculpting, that's why you use like the, cable flies are really good for like shaping the chest, like your free weighted movements, like your bench press, your dumbbell press, your incline dumbbell press, those kind of things are going to build mass and they're going to build strength. Whereas your flies and your pec deck, of course, they're going to help build size in a little bit, but they're generally more to sculpt the muscle, to shape it. So think of it like this. When you're doing your bench press and your incline bench press and stuff like that, you're breaking the muscle, you're creating micro tears in the muscle fascia. You're breaking the muscle fibers down, right? And then when you go over to a fly motion, what are you doing? You're stretching it out even more, but you're coming together and you're squeezing, you're contracting and forcing blood into the muscle. Almost like a hydraulic pump. So then it fills it and it stretches the muscle fascia, right? Continues to keep it full of blood. I'm sure you've noticed, like, especially on a leg day, say like you go through a super, hey, how's it going, Britton? But say you go through like a super intense leg day, okay? And like to the point where you can barely walk. The next 2 days after that leg day, your legs are gonna be hard and full. You know what I mean? Because you filled them full of blood and now your body's trying to repair those muscles. Now, oftentimes, right after that fullness, you'll have like a day, if you're not on your diet, you'll get immediately flat. So that's why it's important to have like your post-workout meals, staying up on your carbs.
You still want me to do 150 grams of carbs?
Yeah, I want you to cycle down to 150 grams of carbs, but I only want you to do it on rest days. So I want you to do your 300 that you're doing right now, and on non-training days, you're gonna go down.
I've lost a lot of weight.
I know, but on non-training days, I want you to go down to 150 grams of carbs because you don't have the need for carbs on your non-training days, right? So I want your calories to just be lower on that day because you're not gonna manipulate anything else. You're just gonna drop your carbs down 150 grams. And we're gonna cycle that. We'll do that for a few weeks until we can get you shaping up, get your size and stuff like that. And then we'll start playing with some other stuff. We gotta order some stuff online.
Yeah.
You said you're a boy, a little kid, and you want abs and you don't know how. Well, young man, the best thing I can tell you is find you a big bro, somebody that understands the gym. Learn as much as you can, watch them, and take things slow, but come in here and just put in the work. If you're a young guy, you have everything going for you hormonally. Just make sure you get a good diet and you're in here working out. And eventually it'll come, I promise. Yeah, just diet and exercise, man. That's the key, especially to get abs, man. Abs are made in the kitchen. Everything you do in here just polishes them. Good question, though. Started getting my shoulders on that last one. Well, it's not just about eating salad, man. You got to eat. You have to have adequate carbohydrates, adequate protein. So you should eat 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you're 150 pounds, you should eat 150 grams of protein. And you should always have, at your age, double that in carbs, so 300 to 400 grams of carbs. And eat low fat, like chicken and rice and lean ground beef, stuff like that. It's super doable, man. Super doable. You just got to put forth the work. I'm gonna do another one of those. I actually feel pretty darn good. We'll do a 4th set since my first one wasn't quite heavy enough. But that's a good start, man. 100 sit-ups a day. That's a good start. That's more than most people do. So it's more than most people can do. So good job on that. Ooh. I don't even know if I can do 100 sit-ups in one setting. Not anymore. I probably could when I was in the Army, but I don't run and do sit-ups anymore unless it's on a machine. Yeah, man. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Are you a teenager or are you like young? Because the best thing I can tell you, if you're still in school, join the wrestling team. You want abs, join the wrestling team. Oh, you're 10? Bro, you're not even developed enough to worry about abs. You're not even gonna start maturing at all until you're like 16, 17, and then you won't finish until you're like 24, 25. So I wouldn't even stress it, man. Just work out. Just exercise and play sports. The best thing I can tell you is to start doing jiu-jitsu or join a wrestling team. That's the best way to shape up as a young kid. Man, because I wrestled in high school, middle school, and jiu-jitsu, and I was in the best shape of my life. Yeah, track, tennis, baseball, and golf, none of those actually work your core. When you're rolling around on the mat and you're trying to wrestle someone and you're trying to flip them over and you're trying to pin them, you're working your core, your posterior chain, a lot of things that you work in normal team sports. So golf really, golf works your shoulders and your back a little bit, but in my personal opinion, I don't think you have to be super athletic to play golf. I know a lot of fat guys that do it. So, yeah, definitely join a sport that is more physically demanding, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, you know, karate, taekwondo, some type of martial arts will definitely do it for you. But wrestling has the hardest training. Okay, one more. One more and then I'm done with this. Hup. Ah. Oof. Oof. Ah. 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 Woo-wee. Done with that one. Anybody else got any other questions? I guess you're the only one in here, bud. Already better than TikTok live. Before I got a question within the first minute or two. Let me re-rack my weights, because that's important. Always re-rack your weights. That's the most important lesson I can teach you, kid. Always rack your weights. What is that? Okie dokie. All right, now let's move over to some cable fly motions. Let's do some cable fly motions. Like I said earlier, these aren't my favorite, but they're all right. They're all right sometimes. I gotta find my grippies. Do I want the soft grips or do I want the hard ones? It's probably gonna be whichever ones I find first. And it just happened to be the soft grips. You know what though? Let's change it up a bit. We've been using the soft grips. So let's use the hard ones that are coming apart. Oh. Get this thing set up. Hold on, I just seen your question. Let me see. That's cool, man. Good job. I don't even think they had that when I was in school. They probably did. I just didn't know about it. But I played like all the sports. Everything I could get away with schedule allowing, you know. All right, I do these a little different, so I'm gonna do 3 sets of these. I'll do 2 sets in a downward motion. Let me move the camera over here so there's not a window in the background. Yeah, let's move it, yeah, much better. Yeah, that'll work. I ain't mad about that. I ain't mad about that. But honestly, guys, the moral to this, or the lesson to this story is, if you're 10 years old, it shouldn't matter about having abs or muscles. You should be playing video games with your friends, you know, Roblox and Minecraft and all those things, you know, like you shouldn't be worried about a six-pack or the social constraints that adults worry about to fit in and stuff. Like that shouldn't even be important to you, man. Like you're young, life hasn't even begun to smack you in the face yet. So enjoy being allowed to be naive while you can. Whoop. Whoa, something changed there. One side felt lighter than the other. Why is that fucking different? Super weird. Okay. Machine needs some grease, I guess. No, something's wrong. Something's wrong. We're not gonna do that machine because something ain't right with it. One of the pulleys is dragging harder than the others, and I ain't trying to deal with that. So we'll go do a pec deck. We'll do a pec deck. Raw her. Right her. So I guess we'll do 2 sets of this. Finish up. Since I didn't get to do the other one. But I ain't gonna do something if it hurts. Well, if you want to be a bodybuilder, man, I can tell you the best thing, you're gonna just start working out now. You know, at 10 years old, it's a good time to start. But you don't want to work out too intensely because it can stunt your growth. Working out really hard can, at a young age, can cause your growth platelets. The trauma can cause your growth platelets to close prematurely, which could cause you to be shorter than you would be naturally without. I mean, yeah, I play games too for like 20, 30 minutes max. I'm a big gamer, but I'm not good at games. I can make sure that you don't die in a game though, because I'll die instead. That's my job. But I know my place. All right, so we'll do 3 or 4 sets of these, depending on how they feel. Ooh, yeah. Let's move this camera. It's in the way over here, huh? You guys can't even see. Oh shit, that's why them plus 10 pounds was on. It's a surprise plus 10 that time, guys. It happens. Tends to happen. Yeah, you know, if you want to be a bodybuilder, man, the best I can tell you is start working on your diet and nutrition now. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day too. Thanks for the questions, man. I appreciate you chiming in on the live. Anybody else got any questions or want to talk or, you know? Yep. Damn, I don't like this freaking pec deck either. I think I'm just not feeling the squeeze motions today. We're gonna try one more. I got one more option, guys. One more option. I'm gonna try the other pec deck and see how it feels. Cause so far these ain't it. Damn, it's hot. I should have wore shorts today. All right, let's see here. Darker back here. There's a lot more shadow. This is that song. I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. I think this is that song. I could be wrong though. Yeah. Cool. Who's a racist hillbilly? What about me says I was a racist hillbilly? This is a song that's on the radio. Turning Japanese, I really think so. Do 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 do. I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese. That's not racist, that's just a song. Look up the definitions of that word for me, why don't you do that? Stacy Shepard 4705. And I actually love Eastern culture, for your information. But you're not wrong about being a hillbilly. I am a hillbilly. I'm from the hills of Tennessee, so you're not wrong about that. Oh, that feels better than it did on the other machines. Oh, I just got called. I'm gonna spend the next rest of this live clowning on you, Stacy Shepard 4706. I'm gonna blast you because you're dumb. Dude, I just got called a racist hillbilly because I was singing the song that's on the radio. I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. The internet is wild, bro. No, I didn't get banned. YouTube is like, whatever, man. At least the YouTube algorithm is smart enough to pick shit up. Like TikTok was like, oh my God, someone said that word, we're gonna ban him. Ah, shit's crazy. I think we'll keep that weight. That felt like a good finish weight. This is gonna be my last chest exercise. Sorry it took me so long to figure out what I wanted to do, man. I tried the cable flies, and then I think one of the pulleys has a little bit more friction inside of it, so it was like the right side was pulling a lot easier than the left side was. So, you know, and I don't want an uneven workout. It's the same thing as putting like a 35 and a 10 on one side and then a 45 on the other side. So, you know, it's like, it may equal the same when you add them together, but all the weights are a little bit off, a little bit different. So none of the two are the same. Okay. All right, one more. I'll do one more. Feels pretty good. I think one more. Anybody got any questions? Want to talk about anything other than insults and banter? I don't want to hear that. You can get on Facebook for that. I'm here for positive vibes and building muscle. That's funny. I'm gonna laugh at that for the rest of my day. Thank you for the laugh. Ooh-wee. One more, and then we're gonna move on to triceps. Gotta get them triceps in today. It's everybody's favorite anyways. That and squats. Everyone wants to see bench presses and squats. It's like that's all anyone knows. So that's all they want to see. Can't do no more. Whew. Not a bad way to finish the old Chesteroni. Okay. Still got plenty of time, guys. Still got plenty of time. Hello, my new viewers. How's it going? We're gonna, I don't know, go back over here to this cable machine and do some triceps. Do some triceps. What's up, big dog? Rowing. It's one of my competitors. He's over there hating life because he's on low carbs right now. He'll be all right. He'll make it. I was gonna say a diet never killed nobody, but that's not true because diets have killed plenty of people. Bad one, anyways. Okay. I think we're gonna do camber bar pushdowns. Maybe that won't hurt my. No, I'm gonna try these. These look. I want to do this one. Let's do this weird thing. We're gonna do probably 2 different variations of push down. We'll do this push down with this little. I don't even know what you call this grip. It's a bar, some sort of bent bar. Yeah, we'll do 2 of those, or 2 push down motions, probably this one, then an overhead motion, and then another push down motion. So that way we can round off the triceps real well, you know? All right. I don't know what to start with. I didn't keep a logbook simply because the weights that you work out are going to change on the daily just based on your amount of nutrition and what you've eaten, how you feel, how hydrated are you. So I tend to not get too worked up on if, you know, I don't lift as heavy this week or if I didn't progress 5 pounds. Like, that doesn't really matter to me. I don't care at all about the weight. It's cool when you look down like, oh wow, I did a whole stack, but do you need to do it? Nah. Does it make you feel good? Yeah. Felt all right. Probably would have felt better with a camber bar, but we'll stick with it since we started there. Since I've been flip-flopping and changing things around on you guys today. Oh man, we went from 4 viewers to no viewers. Nobody's gonna answer the question I put on there. I'll take it off. Back to 1 viewer. Cool. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm completely undecided on whether or not I want to start a cut right now. I like being full and thick, you know? So like as you start to cut down, start losing a little water weight, a little glycogen, you know. You start slimming down to your true self. It's like, it kind of sucks when you first start to cut because you're losing size and you're like, damn man, I'm getting smaller. I worked so hard to gain all this weight. But it's worth it once you get well into it, you know. Halfway through your cut and you start seeing veins in your stomach and across your front delts and spider webbing across your chest. That's just a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do probably two more sets of these, and then we'll move to a different motion. I don't really care for this one so much. It's better when you don't wrap your thumbs around it and you just kind of whiskey grip it. Yeah, buddy told me the other day, no, hell no, stay out of my live.
Wow.
Because I'm live. You live your phone.
Down right here. Wow, what's up?
Some guy came up to me the other day and he's like, man, you look like a whole different person after you're done working out than when you start. And I'm like, glycogen's that shit, man.
It's called a pump, man.
Yeah. It's called a pump. Glycogen stores.
I'm getting one even though I'm only on 300.
Huh?
I'm not getting, my pumps aren't as strong since I started cutting.
Well, yeah, of course your pumps aren't going to be as strong when you started cutting because
But guess what?
your glycogen stores are depleted. So carbohydrates is what holds glycogen and water in your muscles. So if your carbs are lower, then you have less places to store carbohydrates and fat are the only two things that your body can readily store.
Yeah.
Your body has no ability to store protein.
Yeah.
It can use it, you know, it can use what you give it, and what you don't, it gets rid of. There's no storing it in the muscles. There's no storing it. Like between your liver and your kidneys, you can store up to like 400 or 500 grams of carbs, just between those two organs. Yeah. You know. So that's another thing when you.
Fat, though.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's another thing. Or store, you know, your body's going to store it as fat because it's energy that's not needed at the time. That's why you carb cycle. Because as you start carb cycling, right, and you have lower carbs, even on training days, obviously they're going to be a little higher when you're doing like heavy lifts, legs and back and stuff. Yeah. But if you have lower carbs, you're forcing your body to start burning off some of its stored energy, such as fat. And if you only have excess amount of carbs around your training window, then you're telling your body to use carbohydrates for when it needs energy or fuel to exercise. So, yeah, man. I got called a racist hillbilly on here because I was singing that song back there. I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Na, 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 na. Yeah, they got the hillbilly part right, though. They went wrong about that. Yeah. Well. I like that a little bit. It feels good kind of in the long head of the tricep, but it also feels a lot in the smaller one. The middle head, medial head. I'm gonna do another one anyways, because why not? Because why not? Same weight, I guess. Then we'll move to something else. It's not my favorite, but like I said, I've quit on some of the exercises. I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do for that chest contraction. The first two movements were not it. Up. Ah. 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 Oh, woo. Yeah, I went to failure on something. Okay, what do I want to do next? I guess an overhead motion. We'll do these ankle cuff overhead whatchamathings that I've seen Wesley Vissers do, and they work pretty good. Let me get them over here. Man, I was trying to do flies. Oh, he can't hear me. He got the earphones on. Oh, that's the one that I want right there. No, I don't. I need one without the foot strap. There we go. I don't need the foot strap. What's going on, man? We're not going to single arm. 135 pounds. Let's try. What do we got? 60? I think I can do 60. Let me get the camera where you guys can see it. Otherwise, what's the point? No, I can't do 60. Look at that. Actual failure. I'm an actual failure. Let's try 45 instead. Oh, much better. Golly, dude. Damn, those pushdowns smoked me out more than I thought I was going to. All right, well, let's get 4 or 5 to match the other side, I guess. Damn, man. So how much stronger my right arm is than my left. It's embarrassingly so. I think what I'm gonna do, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my iPhone, my old iPhone, and then get a tripod that holds 2 phones, and then just go live simultaneously on both.
You can't already do that?
I'm sure I can, tab it. I'm sure I can open them in different tabs. I don't know, man. I'm new to this whole live streaming thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to get on Twitch.
I do not want to get on Twitch. I don't like Twitch.
Why?
Because I streamed on Twitch when I was gaming all the time, and nobody ever watched my shit.
Yeah, but you're doing something better than gaming now.
Nobody likes Twitch, bro.
There's a lot of people on Twitch.
I prefer to stream
big
on the
audience.
platforms that I have the most audience on, which would be YouTube, TikTok. That's where I have the following.
Yeah.
Or not really a lot, but somewhat of a following.
You gotta branch out, bro.
I gotta build one before I can move to another.
Yeah, you're right.
Guys, on these motions, be sure when you're doing overhead motion, you don't want to lock out at the very top. So what that's going to do is that's going to put the weight on your shoulder joint and your elbow, which is counterproductive. We want to keep the tension on the tricep the whole time so that you're constantly getting a burn. You're not giving the muscle itself a break while doing the repetitions or while doing the set. If that doesn't make sense, try it next time you work out, and I promise it will. Okay. I got one more on my right than my left. I guess that's not too bad. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. I don't think my tripod gets any taller. I think that's the limit. Yeah. I think that's all she wrote. Oh, just kidding. Ha. Just kidding. I accidentally lied to you guys. I should probably start doing my workouts like in a landscape mode, and that way I can post the whole thing on YouTube. I don't do anything incredibly exciting while I work out. I just ramble and talk, but I think a lot of people like that shit. I'm just in here to have a good time and improve my well-being and become more competitive. You know? Ooh. Ooh, my triceps are getting smoked. It did. Almost there. The key to this exercise is minimizing shoulder movement, which makes it hard. Whoa. 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 Ooh-wee. Yeah, we'll probably do 2 more sets of those. Those feel pretty good. Our last tricep is just going to be something you guys have seen me do plenty of times before. Probably do a single arm tricep push down with the cable and the same grip that we're using now. I like the control that it gives me. I like the smoothness of the cables. Next week, when we do our push day, I'll do some skull crushers again, but I don't like doing that without my wife here because I like pushing the weight, and I'm not gonna do it without a spot. Dang, I didn't know that I've had this mic cranked up the whole time. Let me turn it down a little bit. Leave it on 2. That'll work. I only got 15 more minutes before work anyways. Whoa. 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 Ooh. Whoa. 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 Whew. Drop it down 10 pounds, do 1 more set. Then I got single arms, push downs, then I gotta get to work.
Do this stuff, bro.
You got a cat?
No.
Does your girlfriend got a cat?
She got dogs.
Smell like you got cat pee on you, bro.
Really?
Yeah. You sure she ain't got no cat?
She ain't got no cat.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I smell it too now.
You might just be sweating some funk out.
I don't know, bro. I ain't stinking. Oh, it might be.
You know, I smell like cat pee. You kind of smell like cat pee. It's a very distinct smell. I only know because I have 3 cats.
Yeah.
And I am like dead set on making sure my house doesn't smell like cat pee. That's why the litter boxes have their own closet.
No, I'm down 232 to one, or not 118. Fucking 218.
You're down from what?
232 to 218. I weighed in this morning at 218.
Hell yeah.
So I'm wondering how much of that was really fat though, and how much of it.
A lot of it's probably water.
Yeah, a lot of it was probably water. Like 10 pounds of it was water. So that's like 14 pounds.
You got to shed water while you're shedding fat. It's part of it.
Yeah. I'm about to lose water.
Yeah. Bruh. Yeah. Bruh. Oh shit. Ooh, that one smoked. Single arms is all I got left. Woohoo! Damn. I really don't like these plus fives. I think my wife is right. I think that they add more friction than just 5 pounds worth of resistance on the weight. I think she might have been correct about that. She might have been right. Oh boy. Okay. This is gonna be our last one, guys. Remember, they're going not really across the body, but kind of like this, right? So your elbows bend naturally like this, right? They don't bend like this naturally. So why would you go straight up and down, right? That's the motion I'm gonna go. Your elbows may bend like that. Mine don't. And I have elbows that get really spicy. And so might as well nip it in the butt beforehand. Whoa. 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 Woo. Gotta do this one, I guess. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this one. Hell yeah. I got 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes. We shall see. 4 viewers. How's it going, guys? It always happens right as I'm finishing up. People come into the live stream right as I'm finishing up. I might do one more if I got time. We're gonna do 2 more sets of these. I think I got 2 more sets of these in me, but Getting smoked out, man. I've only been on here for 50 minutes, but I was on TikTok for like 40 live, so I switched up because there wasn't enough viewers. Ah. 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 Wow. Oh. Oh. The only other thing that I might want to do is some front raises just to polish this off. I got one more light set of these. I get 15 or so reps and then jump into the other. Is that in your way?
No, you good, bro. You wasn't in my way.
And then I gotta work. I gotta work tonight. Pretty easy though. I don't have to do much. Just sit behind the counter. Make some shakes every now and then. Oh man, that was my last set of those. I do think I want to do some front delts. I gotta do my left side. I do think I want to do some front delts. I got a little time. I got 5 minutes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do some front raises. Then I'll be done. Maybe, we'll see. See who's back here. Oh, shoot. A little warm. What's up, big dog? Man, where you working here?
You can add this. I'm gonna move up front.
I'm just doing some front raises to kill 5 minutes because I got 5 till I'm on schedule.
There you go.
Ain't nobody watching this damn thing anyways. I'm just on here rambling. I was on TikTok, nobody was watching. Then I went on YouTube and a few people started watching and then they stopped. TikTok, I think after some dude was talking some trash the other day and I pretty well put him in his place. You know, gave him the address here and told him to come on. You know, and they restricted me. And yeah, I ain't about it. You come on down, buddy. I got something for you. I'm not all bark. But I told them they restricted me for like 5 days or whatever. And then since then, I haven't got as many live views, you know. So I might. Huh?
Do something absurd to get views.
Absurd.
Yeah, like after I do like a house of hands every Thursday, and then like get a lot of views.
Really? I just like giving people good knowledge, you know. I hate doing all that trendy stuff.
People watch me trying, so I just like say like, oh, I get like 70 likes, and then it's like, oh, like.
It's much easier for women. Much easier. When I get live views, it's when my girlfriend's butt or my wife's butt is doing like squats or freaking bent over rows. Oh, look, we've got 35 viewers. So I tell her, like, we're doing live today. You got to wear the Lulu leggings. All right. These are old school dumbbells. How weird. Ooh. Nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy, just to finish a movement. I'm gonna go straight up like this. And then I'll turn into a neutral grip and do them individually. Ah. Ah. Ooh. Whew. One more set of those and I'm done. One more and then I gotta go. I really do gotta go. The old man won't complain up front if I'm late to clock in, but I can always clock in and come back out here. I probably will just stay on live the rest of the evening while I'm at work. Some funny conversations and topics of discussion happen. Maybe not so much on Friday night, because Friday night generally people have better things to do than go to the gym. Not my kind of people, but most people. But then again, most people aren't my kind of people. Okay, that's it. I got no more in me. I'm thirsty and I'm hungry. And the good news is, whoa, bouncy screen. The good news is I got a solution for both of those things. Hungry and thirsty. I got agua, chicken, rice, and broccoli. Several servings. What's going on, man?
Somebody on the phone.
Am I talking? No, I'm on live stream. Why, what's going on? Yeah, live stream, man. I was on TikTok earlier, now I'm on YouTube, kind of bouncing back and forth from them. Gotta come over here, clock in, and relieve the old man before he falls asleep. I can hear him snoring already. He said, is it 4 o'clock already? He wouldn't go home if I didn't tell him to. Most days. Woo! What's going on?
Hello, beautiful human being.
Man, mad, you know? Huh? Cause TikTok's screwing me, bro. I got banned that one time on TikTok, and now I think nobody, they won't show my shit to nobody no more.
What they call that shit? Shadow banning?
Shadow banning, I guess that's what it's called. Even my regular views on my page have, like, you know, like normally, like you can pay $15 for promotion and get about 100 to 200 subscribers. I paid $15 from promotion and got 60. I mean, I'm in my email like, give me my damn $16 back. You promised me between 200 and 300 subscribers and you got me 60, bro. That ain't, It's false advertisement, man. It's exactly what it is, man. And then they want to tell you like, oh my God, your stuff is performing better than 70% of people, you know? And it's like, yeah, you telling that to everybody.
Yeah, just so they can make you feel good so you can pay.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't work enough hours this week. I said I didn't work enough this week. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop off here. I will probably end up back on TikTok at some point tonight while I'm working. But yeah, enjoy y'all's rest of your evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like what you saw, please drop a follow, like, and subscribe on all the respective social medias. I've got Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and here on YouTube. So thanks again for watching, guys.